Welcome to Smalltalk Daily for Wednesday, August 18, 2010. This morning we're going to build a WebVelocity database-driven application, but instead of starting from an existing table, we're going to let WebVelocity define the table for us. So let's go ahead and go to New Application. This is going to simulate Greenfield's development. So I'm going to call this the Notes app. We'll give it a schema. And then once that's there, I have to go to Configuration. And under Configuration, I have to select a database. So I'm going to keep using Postgres since that's what I've been using. But again, you can use whichever one of these works for you in your local setup. So you just type in all this information. And once you do that, you test the login. Assuming you typed everything correctly, you can go to Schema 1. Now at this point, we're not going to be mapping things over because we don't have anything to map over. What we're going to do instead is go to Methods. And we're going to define a new table class. We're going to go in here to Table for this. And what we're going to do is replace this with the Notes. And we're going to just take this template that it gave me and I'm going to customize it. So ID for the use of active record. And we'll leave the second line alone because I'm not that interested in an integer column at this point. So we're just going to say here a title. And then on this third line where we have text, we'll call this description. And then get rid of that comment start there. And those three columns are the only ones I need. So we'll go ahead and leave that be. And now we'll go to Actions, Recreate Tables. Now from this point it's going to warn me about losing data, but there is no data to lose. So I'm going to say OK. So it's going to create the Notes table. Now at this point everything's going to follow the same pattern that we used yesterday. We go in here into Public. We find our table, which is going to be down here, the Notes. We'll map it over to the Note model. And then it's going to say, do you want the list, view, and edit? I'll say OK. And everything should work fine from here. It's going to follow the same pattern we used yesterday when we had our blog server and previously when I did the Notes application. We're going to have all this stuff generated for us and it's going to work exactly the same way. Now at this point I can go here and just browse the notes.html and you notice everything's coming over. I'll say New. This is the first note. This is a test, and we'll hit accept. And that should be there. So now I will go ahead and hit this. I can edit it. So you notice that I get my forms the way I expect them to, and everything works the way we expect. So that's really about it. We started from a bare bones nothingness. We created a schema, defined a table, and then had WebVelocity generate everything for us. And from here we can customize, change things like the title up here and so on. But that's for another day. So until next time. Have fun with Smalltalk.